Hey, what's going on? This is Rory, and I just decided I wanted to make a video today. I haven't done a little video in a while, but I want to talk about Bad Batch season 2 so far. There's kind of like a lot of things that actually like gone on with the show, and how it kind of turned out isn't exactly how I thought it would have, especially from season 1. I think season 1 had a lot of moments where it was like really like focused and everything. This season, like there are some moments that are pretty key to the overall story, but there's a lot of, I would say, filler episodes. People who don't like using that word. They think, it's like just harsh, too much of a harsh criticism for a show. I don't think that's a bad thing. I actually wish that there were more filler episodes in season 1 than season 2, which kind of sounds a bit strange, but I just wish the filler episodes were done better in season 2. I thought they were quite poor. If we look at I don't know, really some of the kind of like opening missions, like episode 1 and 2 of Bad Batch season 2 are really just kind of like a heist mission, and you could kind of call that filler. It's a pretty good start, like they go to Sereno and they go and find the jewels that Dooku had, and I thought that was pretty cool. And there are some like other episodes, like the third episode goes into Cody and Crosshair's kind of like mission together. And I think, to be fair, this is probably the best episode of season 2 so far. And then, yeah, there's tons of other filler. I'm looking through the episodes here as I talk. And yeah, there's actually a fair few. Even like you have the clone conspiracy episodes, 1 and 2, and like they're not filler, I would say. They're quite key. Of course, by the way, spoilers ahead. Echo does leave the Bad Batch, so that's a pretty key moment. I would say that's part of the main storyline. And those 2 episodes, I thought they were okay. I don't think they were brilliant. And then the other 2 episodes after that were filler. So there's a lot of like side missions, not really a lot of main missions going on. Probably is going to happen in the last remaining episodes, I would probably think. But yeah, the opening of the Bad Batch I thought was pretty fun. One key problem with the show, which I do want to address, and I mentioned it a little bit before, but it is Omega. Really, it's a real standout that her character has just been shown to just be not a great character. Really, every episode's very similar, and it was kind of like this in season 1, but not as bad. I think maybe I have to rewatch it. Maybe it was, but Omega, pretty much every episode is like saying, oh, let's go on this mission. Oh, no, actually, this is how it goes. Someone like Sid, right, who gives them the contracts of missions to do, says, you go on this mission, and then Hunter's like, nah, we shouldn't. And then Omega goes, yeah, no, we actually should. Let's do this. It'd be really fun and everything. And then Hunter's like, oh, okay then. And then they all go on a mission. It's like, really, it's really annoying. It's very repetitive. It happens for a lot of the episodes. I bet so. I could make a flipping montage on the amount of times it's happened. It's probably a good 60 seconds worth of footage of Omega just saying let's go on a mission and the Bad Batch agreeing. So that is probably the worst thing about the show. And I think it does actually. There's one episode. It's the latest episode, which I'll just talk about now. I may as well because it's good leading up to it. But the retrieval episode, episode 10. I literally just watched it a second ago. It's the latest one from when this video's been uploaded, and Omega in that actually isn't that bad. Like the opening again kind of is like Omega saying, "Oh, I found the ship from the Gonk droid," but it's not like basically her commanding the whole group on what to do. And I think they toned it back a little. Maybe I just missed that. Maybe it is in that, but I don't think it was. I didn't notice it as badly. And then Omega isn't like as like powerful. She gets captured by that guy Moko. That whole episode 10, I actually thought was really enjoyable. I thought it was a really good side mission. It reminded me of Indiana Jones Temple of Doom, with like the whole bridge and everything. I thought it was a really cool. Just a really good episode. I thought it was pretty decent. And compared to the other episodes, like I can go into the Solitary Clone episode. That episode again was about Crosshair and Cody. That episode was probably just straight out the best. Basically shows how the separatists, that side of it, like the leftover separatists, still want to carry on with basically their little society and what they're doing there, trying to build up, and because they believed in the CIS and all that. And yeah, the episode's just a really good episode. I like seeing Cody and Crosshair. Not much more to say. Cody's really cool. Him leaving the Order, I'm not too sure how I think about that. I don't know. It doesn't really bother me, but it's something that could have just been left out. I think just left the mystery there, because that's something that the show kind of misses out on. It goes into a lot of depth about character, and this is something that Star Wars does really a lot. It goes into an explanation of where every character is at the exact same point in time, and it just leaves the mystery out. I really wish they just left the whole thing with Cody just like on its own. You don't hear from Cody again after that episode, even though you do see him kind of question, is the Empire that good, and am I betraying the other brothers and stuff like that. Well, the Bad Batch, or like kind of basically the good side that he was actually fighting for the Republic. I think it's quite interesting if they just cut that out and just said, yeah, nothing's happened with Cody. You don't know what's gone on. More the filler episodes. Again, a lot of them, like, and I do, as I say, I don't say this is a bad term. These episodes are really enjoyable. They're actually pretty good. Well, like, I like filler episodes more than the main storyline. That's all I would say. But these filler episodes aren't good. I will say that. Very consistent pace. Omega saying Khan's gone on his mission, as I already said, and the character, like Entombed, was a really bad episode, I thought. That's the one where they go find that like droid, or they go. It's kind of like a artifact type mission, and they find that massive droid, and it's just I don't know. Nothing about the episode's good. There's a pod racing kind of one, but it's called something else. It's okay. It's like whatever, not too great. The Wookiee mission, again, it's just the worst part about it is Omega. That's all I think anyway. Clones and Conspiracy episodes already kind of mentioned that a little bit. Cool to kind of see Rex as well. Some of the other clones at kind of their side. So I'm not sure how I feel about the clones. Like I get it. Like, yeah, they have some sort of like conscience, but I kind of do feel like I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, the overall season 2 so far. Yeah, a lot of strange episodes. I think it's really nosedived the show from season 1. I'm gonna have to watch season 1 again probably at one point, but I really wish they carry on with the filler episodes, because they have some cool little story ideas which they can carry on with, but just make it so it's not too repetitive with what's going on. Because it really is just find something, or find this person, and then some bad people are in the way. They need to mix it up a bit. And that's kind of what I liked with the episode 10 Retrieval, which, I'm probably the only person out here defending that episode. I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. Kind of just seeing this guy called Moko stealing everyone's food rations and stuff, lying to them, but people also kind of believing that, oh, maybe they can, do quite well and get a bit of food and money off this, right? But ultimately being used as tools. I don't know, it wasn't great, but it is a start kind of where they can go down. But it just feels like a lot of these shows, and I kind of mentioned it in one of the Andor videos I made. I do remember this actually, and I've kind of predicted it. I'm going to take that credit of the shows following a very consistent story, and it's mainly about some evil group that the good guys have to go against every time, breaking in some stronghold, maybe saving some guy, searching for something. It's all very repetitive story. They need to switch up. That's literally all I'm saying. And I hope future shows do this. There's hints here and there you can see within the shows that they want to do that, but I feel like there is some constriction on the story from the people making it. I don't know, that's just my thoughts. But yeah, Bad Batch season 2 so far, I give it a 6 out of 10. I don't know, it's not performed as greatly, but it's, some episodes been enjoyable. Episode 3 was brilliant, the solitary clone, so there's good stuff from it here and there as well. But yeah, that's all for the video. Nothing else much more to say. A lot of stuff's kind of gone down actually. Just a few things. Maybe I'll make some other video sometime in the future. You got what's it called? the Jedi Survivor, sorry, not Fallen Order. Some gameplay for that. Apparently, some new Star Wars movie is going to be announced or something. And it's going to be a sequel film, or so, I don't know. It's probably going to be horrible of a sequel film. But there's some new stuff coming out. Probably mentioned in a video. But yeah, all I want to say, have a good one, and see you next time.